Mauricio, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Because everybody in the world know you was going for Canelo. You was mad that I beat Canelo. It's okay. It happens, you know? But if you a real fan of the sport, you would have, you know, said congratulations instead of having that little smirk on your face, all mad and pouting. But listen though, you should have took the money and you should have been thankful and grateful that I was rocking your belt around as your champion.
Welcome to the Common Sense Philosophy channel. Oh man, the title of this one is Terence Crawford, Boxing Fees or Just Extortion? Terence Crawford, Boxing Fees or Just Extortion? I know you probably heard about this if you're a boxing fan. Terence Crawford was just stripped of certain belts and titles, which has turned into an avalanche of other things happening. First of all, Terence Crawford is one of the best boxers ever walked the earth. I have so much respect for him. Not only his boxing, what he does in the ring, but how he carries himself outside the ring. I repeat, not only for his discipline and what he does in the ring, how he carries himself outside of the ring. He's so helpful to people. He does so much for his community. This guy is just top level of how he handles people. You don't hear nobody complain about how he treats people human to human. And nobody really complains about his discipline and his work ethic concerning the boxing ring. Now you look at that and you get to this point where people are questioning his character about why he's not paying these fees. Because they're like, these are just boxing fees. What's the problem? Well, because he has good character and all these other things is why we should start to understand why he might not pay the boxing fees. It's because he's looking at it like extortion. He looks at it like, hey, that's your belt. I made my money. You guys made money off of me. We can go our separate ways. What am I paying for? Now, people are saying these fees are to help other boxers, people in the street, other boxers that didn't have money, but their medical fees and things of that such. And he has been paying these fees, but I guess he made this $50 million. 3-4% is a lot of money. And I'm also hearing they raised the percentage for him. So the point is this, he's a good guy. Like I said, inside the ring and outside the ring. I think they should just have a conversation with him. Terence Crawford is a stand-up guy. And I believe if they would just have a conversation with him without all of this nonsense, they could get to a place of understanding that will also help the sport and help everybody else. Whatever's bothering him, I think is worth listening to. And they could come to a conclusion that could help everybody. So thanks for coming by and checking the channel out, Common Sense Philosophy channel. Leave a comment, like, subscribe on your way out. We're going to continue to keep these videos going. I'm going to play a couple more clips, give y'all more information. Check it out. I'll talk to you guys later. Yep.
They got they ranking systems when people be mandatories for years, like Benavidez. You know, they don't strip these fighters, but I give credit to the IBF. They stripped me. They ain't even give me time. They stripped me, pop me. Even though I wasn't, you know, coming back down the way, but, you know, they handled their business. They did what they were supposed to do. The WBC, you ain't never see them strip no Canelo for the Benavidez. He was what, mandatory for like 2 years?
Crawford, he told the WBC to basically go fuck themselves yesterday and is refusing to pay sanctioning fees to them for his $50 million fight against Canelo. $50 million. Did he forget where he came from? Or how he got there? How do you think you rose to that level? Through the ranking system. You get positioned to make that kind of money. I mean, come on, you're 38 years old. You've been paying sanctioning fees for a long time in the past. There's nothing new here. It's nothing groundbreaking. You had no problem when they were ranking you to fucking fight Canelo. It's like my agent getting me a huge movie and he's asking for his 10% commission of all the work he put in. And then I tell him, you know what? Go fuck yourself. How fair is that? I've heard Crawford say many times that he loves the belts, but suddenly the WBC is the enemy and the ring belt is the only one that matters? I mean, seriously, Suleiman has to be rolling in his grave. Literally. I mean, it sounds like you're reading a script or something. Come on, you've been the ring mouthpiece and the chosen one since they came on board 2 years ago. We all know that. I mean, it looks like that monopoly money really got to your head. This is not the way champions behave. Once you start making money, you don't behave this way. Young fighters shouldn't be looking up to this. Any kid who becomes an amateur dreams of becoming a world champion and having a belt. The kids dream of becoming world champions like you did, Terence. This is not the way to behave. Look, yes, there is an agenda with TKO. Yes, they want to create one belt, one entity to control the entire sport. But it's sad that they made you the mouthpiece? You of all people? I thought you had integrity. I thought you had respect for boxing and the sport. What do you think the Jose Suleiman Foundation does because of those sanctioning fees that you refuse to pay? You know what he does? He helps these kids get off the streets. He houses ex-fighters. That money goes into retirement funds. That money goes into paying hospital bills.
So you're telling me boxing at the highest level is pay to play? Terence Crawford just got stripped of all of his championship belts because he refused to pay these sanctioning fees for Canelo versus Crawford? I won't lie, I had to Google what a sanctioning fee even was, and come to find out, it's this fee that you pay as a professional boxer when you fight for a championship. Now, Terence Crawford, his fee was like $300K, I saw. Absolutely nefarious work. And you're probably thinking to yourself, he made millions off the Canelo versus Crawford fight, which you're not wrong. Terence Crawford definitely made millions of dollars that night, but it's the principle. You're not about to fleece me. You're not about to rob me, run my pockets because I put on a show. Obviously, professional mixed martial arts could never implement a sanctioning fee because, one, they don't pay their athletes enough, but two, I feel like you're getting a lot of what Terence Crawford did in the sense of, you got me fucked up, I'm not doing it, just strip me. You could say I just don't like boxing. I don't watch boxing. I'm not a boxing fan. Unless it's Tank Davis, Bud Crawford, Shakur Stevenson, my boy Teofimo Lopez, who I went to high school with, or I'm not gonna lie, even the Jake Paul circus, I'm probably not tuning in. I had to come back just to say this. I like Usyk, Fury, and Deontay Wilder too. Get off my dick, boxing community.
If anybody know Crawford or follow Crawford, then you know that this is not a surprise that he played the WBC like this, or that he's not folding to them. First of all, WBC, let's be honest, you have not been charging Canelo more than 3%, or if anything, for those belts he's been having when he's generating $100, $200 million a fight. Y'all ain't trying to raise up on him. Secondly, how is it that all other sanctioned bodies charge the same fee for all the belts, some of them even free belts, but you decided to raise up the percentage amount to 4 to 5 to 6%? For the up to 50 million that Terence Crawford won, because he went up to that amount, you tried to raise it. No. You have a set fee, and that's what they pay for those fees. 3% of that 50 million is what you got. You don't raise up the percentage and say, chop it. Y'all intentionally pushed him out. You didn't want Marcinio, whatever his name is, Marcio, whatever. He did not want Crawford to win that fight anyway. This has been a brute tactic to get the belts back out of Crawford's hand because Canelo can't beat Crawford. He's going to try to go a different type of route and try to go get like one of the Charlos or something like that. If the Charlo wins it, Canelo's going to try to go that way, try to win his belt back. He's not going to try to go through Crawford. Even though they say Canelo wants the rematch, he don't want the rematch. They're trying to strip Crawford and have Canelo to go back through a different type of way to win that belt to become undisputed. This is exactly what they're doing. The WBC, and I'm so glad that Terence Crawford refuses to pay this type of money.
Crawford's going off about the WBC and their sanctioning fees.
He made an insane amount of money. So 3% of an insane amount of money is a lot of money. Just something that might start a revolution. You never know.
How hard is it for you to write that check, though?
Sadly, I make sure mine come right out of my check. So it ain't like I'm writing it. I just like, okay, I see the number when I get my money.
say nothing different than what I said before. Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.